Hi there. I wanted to record a short message to share with you what we shared with the church meeting on Sunday, which is a report from the Trustees meeting. The Trustees have met to try and chart a good way forward for us as a church family. A few of the things that guide us during this season of transition and change is our desire to care for each other whilst not abusing the freedoms that we might have. So I want to share with you our thoughts on how church life should be from now until September, when the Trustees will meet again to review these arrangements. So what's staying the same? Well, we're going to keep providing sanitiser at the doors. We'll continue to encourage everyone to use that when they come into the buildings. We'll continue to wear face masks. Jesus teaches us to love our neighbour, and one practical way of doing that is to wear a face mask. You see, the reason we wear the face mask is primarily to protect those around us. In our area, COVID rates are still high and they're rising in places, and so for now, even though the legal restrictions have changed, we're asking people joining us for Sunday worship to continue wearing a mask inside the building, other than those who are presenting from the front or leading from the front, singing, those kind of things. We'll continue with the same arrangements for toilets, and we ask you to continue to sanitize, and that'll probably stay the same actually after you've used those washrooms, to just sanitize and wipe down after yourself with the materials that we'll be providing. Of course, people who have symptoms of COVID or who are meant to be self-isolating shouldn't be coming into the building. So if that's you, please let us know that something's going on. We can pray for you, but don't come to the building. Well, what's changing? Whilst we're keen for some precautions to continue, we're now inviting you to join in with singing during worship whilst wearing a mask, but still singing with us. And if you prefer not to be around people who are singing, then we're going to make the balcony the no singing zone. So people who would like that can sit up in the balcony, and there'll be nobody up in that space. We'll invite people up there not to join us with singing, and then that will be a space if you're feeling a bit nervous about being around folks who are singing. Also, the limits on who you can sit with have now been lifted, and so we're asking you to use your wisdom in this area. It's still safer to keep distance from others, but you will probably want to sit with your friends again as you feel able to, and that is fine as far as the Trustees are concerned, as long as we're sensitive to one another, especially those who'd rather sit alone. Therefore, please always check before you sit beside someone, and we want to give liberty without any judgment for anybody coming to the church to say to people who might be approaching to sit next to you, please, I'd rather sit alone or sit with some space. And let's not judge each other for that. Let's just be encouraging one another in love to have those kind of conversations. We're also trying to find a safer way to offer refreshments after the service. So we'll keep you updated. It's likely to be that we'll shut off the lower car park and serve tea and coffee in there. And you no longer need to book in through Eventbrite to reserve your seat. In fact, we want to encourage as many as possible, all of us, to join back together in person on Sunday mornings in these weeks ahead. Finally, life groups. We want to just check if your life groups are running between now and September. If they are, please be mindful of the measures that you can take to minimise risks. Limits on numbers have been lifted by the government, but it will be prudent to make sure that you're still meeting in a well-ventilated space and where you can, maintaining safe distances. Again, those with symptoms or who have been asked and advised to self-isolate should not be joining in-person meetings. So that's where we're up to now. Lots of encouraging things, lots of good things happening, but let's keep praying, watching over one another, and trusting God to guide us as the situation continues to change. God bless you.